All right, we're back. We're back from our break. You are watching the Universal Language of Love virtual launch event. It's my birthday, and I'm the author, Tanesha Bokally. I was inspired to compose this devotional resource for three reasons. For God, He assigned it to me. For me, I needed it. And for you, I hope you enjoy it and will be blessed by all of what we prepared to accompany the launch of this book. The Universal Language of Love is taking over YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok this week. So bookmark the Universal Language of Love. You can follow us on those social media platforms as well. Subscribe to the YouTube page. Um, yeah, so we can get our followers up. If you have followed the playlist or you are a ghost follower, we got lots of ghost followers. Over the years, we had lots of followers and we just kind of revamped our stuff and kind of they fell off, but they still ghost follow us. So that we have folks that have been following us for decades. And so when we posted content and I hear you talking about the content that we've posted. And so, yeah, we started posting on Friday, and even before that, just little feelers and introductions, um, because we just started to generate so much content, we knew we wouldn't be able to discuss it or go over it or even play it within the 3 hour time slot. So we started posting content on Friday. We'll still be posting content related to this throughout the week. But you can reach out, website chat. We're still doing our 50 and 50. Goes through to the 19th, 50 days into the year. So you still have time to get your free ebook. Just reach out to us. I think the best way to do that is the Gamma Learning website chat because it prompts you to put in your email address. So, but you can reach out by direct mail on TikTok, Instagram. Folks, contact us through a direct message, and we can also get it to you in that way as well. One caveat about this place where we store the ebook, it will require you have an email address. We're not collecting them unless you go to our website to request it. However, just want to make you aware that's a new something new that they're doing. Um, I don't know why. I don't know why. But in any case, you can get the book, a free ebook. You just have to reach out. We're still doing our 50 and 50. It goes until the 19th of this month. Okay, so this time slot we is allotted for um, the scavenger hunt, the virtual scavenger hunt. This is where those soul ties. You go around and you find items that remind you of an event, of a person, of a situation, and then you, what they call try the spirit. You like, okay, you have to weigh it over. Is this good? Is this bad? Is it positive or is it negative? How does it make me feel? How does it make me feel every time I see this item, or what kind of uh, what kind of spirit does it bring, into your home or into a situation? What kind of emotion does it evoke within you? So uh, this session, um, we are encouraging folks to share objects from their home, work, or life that represent a love connection. So, and self love. So we're making you aware that there's a difference. However, we want to discuss those positive. those positive things that bring you joy, that bring you so much joy. Yeah. So like, um, so I was able to share some items, and they were, you know, and I've just put them in these categories, which, I just grouped them together. So the these sessions are items that would be probably in my inner circle, immediate family, immediate direct family, immediate family, not um, distant family. Right? So these are things that were given to me for people who are really close to me, who are in uh, my circle of influence. Well, I won't say circle. Well, yeah, in my family circle, my circle of influence is a little bit different. Um, but yeah, it's okay to have, like I said, the circle of trust. You can have that circle of trust, or what have you around you, and then kind of radiate from there. But these, if you are a hoarder of things, um, you may, start to clean house. Clean house on those things that may be a soul tie. Now that is not a new concept. That is, I've heard this before, done this before, um, and I think this ties into that. But it's kind of fun to go around and find things, and because I didn't, it's probably something I did unconsciously, but now I am very conscious that I'm doing it, and uh, and making sure that I have those items around me to remind me, hey, this is, this is why you're doing your those 12 hours, those 14 hours, and stuff like that, because, or whatever it may be is, or whatever may be the situation. Um, it gives me my why, and in turn, it invokes this happiness. I get this energy, um, and this motivation. Like, okay, yeah, I need to get this done and everything. So yeah, this was a fun session as well to be able to share. I wasn't able to do like the close ups on the items and stuff like that. That's okay, but um, I think you got the idea about soul ties, and about how things do have can invoke um, a negative or a positive emotion in you. If you find yourself having like um, panic attacks or something, that I had suffered from that. Um, I would have panic attacks. Didn't know why I was having them, and I would have them every year at the same time. Um, but I got healed from that. 2025, I did not have any panic attacks at the time I usually have them. And I, when we're talking about wellness, these books being a part of what we would call a wellness program, um, this is why I feel that way, in that I, I feel foundationally I was able to overcome that, um, and be delivered from that by um, something that was the spiritual meditation that was more internal, that had an external impact, right? And so um, there are there is a proper place for, right, clinical diagnosis. So whatever you're doing, keep on doing that. However, you can add this to your toolkit, and I guarantee that it will be a blessing to you. Be one of those positive, positive things that you look at and see, and that will invoke um, a good emotions. So, um, gold. The sessions for this particular segment is really short, so I think it's just 3 in there, and they're self-explanatory. They're just show and tell, show and tell, objects, affection, and soul ties. So I think it was just 4 videos, um, in in this session. And again, these are activities that kind of demonstrate how to utilize the book with um, activities for workshop activities and event activities as well. So yeah, that one's pretty short. So take a gander, take a gander at those. And if you have any questions, look at me, look at me. Okay. Yeah, so if you have any questions about this particular activity, or how different ways that you can conduct it, or any of the video content, feel free to reach out. The playlist is at top of mind at our YouTube page. Um, it's the Universal Language of Love playlist. You can go to YouTube and then you put into the search engine hashtag TULOL, the Universal Language of Love. So, so it's you put in the search engine hashtag TULOL, and that will get you to the playlist, and kind of go from there. All right, so go to the playlist, check out those sessions. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out.